right, so page 12, 2.2. Significant figures, also known as Sigfigs. Okay? Sigfigs. We're just abbreviating significant figures. Okay? So up until now, some of you have been asking, well, Ms. Igala, how far do I write down my answer? Okay, do I go out to the 1000th place, the 10th place, 100th place? Okay, you're not going to ask me that anymore, okay? Because you're going to learn how to do that. Now, before we do that, we're going to talk about what significant figures are, okay? And I know that you're going to tell me, oh, Ms. Igala, you're telling us that everything's important. Okay, these first few units, you need them for the rest of the school year, okay? So this is like really, really important. And so significant figures, so let's say, for example, I jump on the scale, and the scale tells me that I weigh 140 pounds, okay? Let's say 141 pounds. Okay. Do I weigh exactly 141 pounds? No. Okay, let's say no. Let's say no. Why not? Why not? Well, I'm not moving. The scale is not moving.
Because over the day you ate and prayed.
Oh, no. At that point, am I exactly 141 pounds, Sasha? It would have been rounded, okay? Is it possible that I weigh 140.6 pounds? Right. So it's possible that maybe it was rounded up. Is it possible that I weigh 141.4 pounds? Yes. But why does my scale tell me that? Why does it tell me 141? Because what? That's right. It's not calibrated.
It's because it'll just be simply like a whole number rather than.
Okay, so it has to do with my equipment, right? I don't really care if I'm 0.2 pounds off. I want to know just a general idea of what my weight is, okay? And so your equipment, sometimes you'll be working with equipment that's very accurate, right? It can tell you your weight like 141.32 pounds. And sometimes you'll be working with equipment that just tells you, 141 pounds, okay? And so we're going to learn what figures are actually significant and which are not. And so in this case, significant figures or sigfigs are the digits in a measurement that you can prove are true. Do I know for sure that I weigh 140 pounds at least?
Yes.
I know that for sure. But am I 100% certain that that one is right on the mark? No. Okay. So if I say my weight is 141, I know for sure I'm in the 140 range, for sure. Okay. Those are significant. But then here, my one, that one can be 140.6 pounds. Okay. So that's going to be what's known as a doubtful or as an uncertain digit. Okay. So a sig fig, you can prove part of a measurement that is true, and every single measurement, physics, chemistry, any measurement, is always going to have an uncertain or doubtful digit. Okay, always. So let's look at the graduate cylinder. What part of the graduate cylinder do we look at? Very good, the meniscus. Okay, that little curve. And that's going to tell us exactly what my volume is. Do I know for sure that I have 40 milliliters? Yeah. Do I know for sure I have 41, 42, 43 milliliters? Yeah. So I can say, hey, I have 43 milliliters. Am I 100% certain that it's exactly 43 milliliters? No. So which of these will be my doubtful or my uncertain digit? My 3. Very good. Okay? All right, so you'll always estimate the final digit. This is going to be your doubtful digit. Okay? So the final digit, please circle that, highlight that. Correct. In any number. Any number. Okay? When a measurement falls on a line, your doubtful digit will be 0. Okay, so let's say we have a meniscus, it falls right on the line, so then I would write down 43.0. Okay, that's if this is exactly on the 43 mark. I'm certain that I hit 43. I'm just not certain if it's like 0.0001 or I don't know. Okay, so it's okay. So for example, here we have, do we know for sure we hit 3? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 3.75.
Okay, well, are we for certain? So Liam says 3.75. Are we certain that we hit 3?
Yeah.
Are we certain that we hit 0.7? No. So we can't include that 7. Right? Because we can't include this 5. Now, can this be our doubtful digit? Absolutely. Okay? And so this is, if you say 3.7, Liam, that's okay. Because this can be your uncertain digit. Did anyone read this a little bit differently? Let's say if I read it as 3.8. Am I wrong? No. Why? Because this is what? Uncertain. Okay? Because it's uncertain. And that's okay. So we can estimate the measurements is 3.7 because we're certain that the 3 is correct. And again, our 7 is the doubtful digits. But we can't say 3.75 because we're not certain about that 7. That one's still doubtful. Okay? So let's look at this. This is kind of a burette, I guess. Okay, so it's kind of hard to read because it's kind of backwards. So here we have how many milliliters? 12. Okay. What's between 12 and 11? 0.5, right? So here we have 0.5.
Wait, should we always also include the actual point itself, like if we can see the point itself?
If you are certain that that measurement is true, then you include it. Okay, but you will always have a doubtful digit. Sasha?
And there we have like 2.5, 0.2 exam, right?
I'm sorry. Where?
In your exam, we're allowed to be 2.0.2.
0.2?
Yes.
Oh, I'll answer your question shortly. Okay. All right. So here we have 0.5. What's next? 0.6. So do we know for sure we hit 0.6?
Yes.
Yes. Are we? What comes next?
Yes.
Are we certain that this is right on 0.7?
No.
No. Okay. So what can I say? I have 12. What? 0.6. And where can we say that this falls? Maybe 6, 7. That's okay. Because what's my doubtful digit? The 7. What if Ava said, hey, no, you know what? I see that's 12.65. Is Ava wrong? No. Because this is still her doubtful digit. Okay? All right, so let's see here. Sorry? You're not guessing. On the doubtful digit, yes. It's okay to guess. Okay? But not on the others. And you have to know where you can guess based on your equipment. So here we have, how many milliliters do we have? For sure we know how many? 40. And then?
45.
And then? Is it right on the line? So what do we? 47. But it's right on the line, so what do we have to add to that? 0.0. Okay. Because we are certain of the 4, we're certain of the 7. Okay, but this right here kind of, it's almost like giving too much information. And it has to be like right on the money. Okay.
Why do we need a 0.0?
Because you're certain you have 41, 45, 46, 40, you're certain about the 47. Okay, but we're not sure if it's like 47.1 or 0.2 or 0.01, or we don't know. So this right here keeps us from like, you know, you're not going to be perfect. Okay, and it's okay because your equipment's not perfect either. What about here? What's my measurement here? Kami? Yeah, for sure what?
35?
Uh-huh. Is it just 35?
No.
What is it?
No, it's 35.1.
Okay, so is it okay to, if we know for sure it's on the line, then what do we add at the end?
It's 0.
A 0. Okay? And this right here prevents you from having to say 0.1, 0.2. Okay? All right, so we have 3 calibrated meter sticks. Okay. My meter stick in this case is 100 centimeters. What can I say that the measurement of this piece of wood is, Stefania? Yeah? 60? Maybe. Okay. What is this measurement, Jose? What is this measurement?
Measurement. So depending on the
Just tell me what.
sun, let's say that the measurement is 2050
No.
Bro, not even 20, like
60.
centimeters.
60 what?
Centimeters.
It's exactly 60?
Yeah. No.
No. Okay. So what is it, Jose? Say it, Jose.
60.00000001.
you don't have to say that.
Okay. How many of you disagree with Jose?
I disagree.
All right. So, Ethan, why do you disagree with Jose?
Because
I said it. That's basically.
it's supposed to be 66.0. Wait.
Well,
60.0.
okay, 60. Sorry, 60.
Okay, now I agree.
Now you agree 60.00001? Raise your hand if you agree with Ethan. Raise your hand if you disagree with Ethan. Kyla, why are you confused, Kyla?
Just confused on why there's 4 zeros.
Can you just
Okay, so what do you believe it should be?
It should be
Just-
60.01.
0? Because it's a doubtful digit, right?
No, 0.0, yeah.
I don't know about
No.
hold up.
Are you 100% certain that it reaches 60,
No, it
Kyla?
should be 60.10. Because 1 is the undoubtful digit.
0 can be
Zuri,
Yeah, you can.
listen. Zuri, what do you think it is?
It's not exactly.
I can't hear Zuri. What is it, Zuri?
It's not exactly 60. It's like a little bit over 60.
Okay. Okay. 61.6. Okay. Now, Azuri, are you 100% certain that we hit 60?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right, because 60 is right here. Pay attention, please, to the back. Are you 100% certain that we hit 1?
No.
Where's the 6 coming from, though?
Yeah, where's the
What's
I
6?
didn't say 6. I just said.
Hold on.
Oh, like
So,
the 10th digit.
Kyla, this is what Azuri said it was. Okay.
I didn't say 6. I said 0.
Point 0.
Yeah.
That's okay. So 0. Are you 100% certain, Azuri, that we hit the 1?
No, because there's not any other.
Yeah. We're not 100% certain.
60.0.
No. It can't be 60.0 because is it right on the line?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, it's not.
If it was right on the line, then you can add this on there, but it's not. Liam?
Oh, wait, or
I just.
Listen.
this or that?
I said
I'm saying.
Liam!
60.1.
Guys, I can't hear.
Why,
It's an undoubtful digit.
why can't you put 0 if you're not sure? Like, why, like, she...
You can't put a 0 because it's not on the line. It has to be right on the line for you to be able to add this 10. Does anyone have a different answer for this one? Alisa?
60.5 because it's about like half an inch or so.
Okay.
60.2.
But- Does anybody have a different answer? Gabe? What would you say it measures? Gabriel?
Okay. I would say 61.
Okay, so Gabe, listen up. Says 61. Are we for certain that we hit 60? Are we for certain that we hit the 1? So is it okay for this 1 to be doubtful? Yes. And remember, your last digit of any measurement, Graham, put it away, is going to be doubtful. You have to always have a doubtful digit. What if Gabriel said, hey, you know what? I think it's 62. Is he still correct?
I guess.
Why is there? Don't guess. Why is there? Layla? Because it's not on the line. It's not exactly 60.
So it has to be on the
Oh
line.
my God.
Correct.
But it's
For it to put the 0.
so certain, but 60 is certain.
Okay, so you can say 60, and you're still okay, because this is doubtful. But you can't say, hold on, you cannot say 60.0. Because if it's 60.0, then it has to be on the line, and that is not on the line.
What would you put on the top line? There's no line. There's nothing.
There isn't. So this is your doubtful digit.
Wait, Miss.
Yeah.
Mr. Don, could somebody like let's say they made a completely far-fetched,
No, we're not gonna get there.
weird answer. Could they put something like 67 or like 65 and say
They have to be able to,
So what's the answer?
and that's okay. So Kyla, this can be an answer, this can be an answer, and this can be an answer.
I said we were all.
Why? But hold on. Only Gabriel gave that answer. Everyone else was trying to tell me, hey, you know what, 61.0, 60.0, even to the 100th place. Our equipment, this ruler, isn't that accurate. It's like me jumping on a scale and seeing 141 pounds, but then me saying, hey, you know what, I weigh 141.567 pounds. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
No, but my scale tells me I'm 141 pounds. Right? My scale will not go out to the 1,000th place.
So shouldn't it be 60 because it doesn't even have like one?
It can be 60 because your 0 is doubtful. Your 2 is doubtful. Your 1 is doubtful.
Oh.
All right? And that's what I want you to take home with you today. So today, like right here, okay? Now guys, over here, we have 60.
0.0.
61.
Did we hit 1?
No, we didn't hit 1.
No, we didn't.
Wait a second.
So we know it's 60. So, very good. 60.9. Are we 100% certain? Did we hit 60? Yes. Can this be doubtful? Yes. Good job. Okay. Let's say Sebastian said, hey, you know what? I see that as 60.8. Is he wrong? No. Because this is his doubtful digit. Okay?
it's a certain?
Correct. Certain or uncertain. Guys, I'm going to start moving you in the back. Jose, lo voy a mover. Última vez. A los dos.
Kilogram.
I can't hear, guys. Graham. I can't hear, guys. I apologize, Layla.
For the last one, did you say 61.0?
Did we hit 1 for sure?
No, and like.
So you can't. No, you have to make sure that you're 100% certain about what your equipment tells you.
Okay, but what if it was 61?
But it's,
60.8, like would you?
then it would be wrong. Okay, you have to go based on your equipment. And so if it goes beyond the 1 mark, then you have to make sure that you're certain of that 1. It's not uncertain anymore. It's certain. It's a certain number. Okay. All right. So given a measurement, we can count how many Sigfigs are present in any number. Okay. Listen to this. So how do we determine the number of Sigfigs? Okay. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do something else. Okay. In your books, it says P for the Pacific Ocean, but I'm gonna stick to the hand. There's a picture of a hand, and you're gonna make a P. There's my P. You guys can't see. There's my P. You guys see that? With my left hand. Everybody make a P with your left hand. Graham? That's your right hand, Graham.
Hey, we got an issue.
P. That's your right hand, Liam. Your left hand. Okay. You cannot make a P with your right hand, which is why.
Yes, you can.
No.
You could just
No. All right. With your right hand, listen up.
I did it.
With your right hand, you're gonna make an A. There's my A right there.
Whoa!
There's my A. All right. So, listen up. This is important, guys. I'm not gonna lose my voice over this, and if I have to keep you after school, then I will, because you're wasting my time. I'm gonna waste yours. All right. P with my left hand, A with my right hand. So you can look at any number, and first, you're going to look at that number, and you're going to see if that number has a decimal point available or not. P means your decimal point is present. A, that means your decimal point is absent. If your number, give me a number without a decimal point. Angela. 10. Give me another number, please. Floriana. Azuri. Give me another number, please, Sasha. 20. How about a bigger number, Liam?
100. Like
151. Okay. Do any of these have decimal points? No. Okay. So any number without a decimal point, you're going to count from the right of that number. And you're going to start counting the numbers, starting with the first non-zero digits. Okay? So let's look at the numbers you gave me. If I'm going from right to left, because there's no decimal points present on any of these.
What do you mean non-zero?
I'm about to explain. Okay, so let's find out how many significant figures the number 10 has. Do I count my zero? No, because it's a zero. So I'm going to start counting with my first non-zero. Do I count my 1?
Yes.
So how many Sigfigs does 10 have? Just 1. How about 5?
1.
Only 1. What about 20?
1.
Only 1. How about 151?
3.
3. Very good. Okay? Because I'm counting from right to left, starting with my first non-zero
So
number.
zeros don't count.
Not when you're going from right to left, correct. Okay? So let's say I have the number 1 million meters. How many Sigfigs do I have here?
1.
Just 1. Yes, ma'am. 105. No decimal point. I go from right to left. How many Sigfigs do I have?
2.
1.
Remember, start with your first non-zero number. Is this a 0? No. So I have to count everything thereafter.
3.
So 3 Sigfigs. Okay? You only count, you do not count the zeros that come before a non-zero number.
So what if you have like 160?
160.
52.
Yep. We don't count that 0. 2 Sigfigs.
What if you had 101?
Ethan.
Don't count the number. Can you count again?
So there's no decimal points, right? It's absent A. You go from right to left. You start counting those numbers, starting with the first non-zero number. Okay, so it can be 60 million. How many Sigfigs does that have? Just 1. Okay. Now let's look at the decimal point is present. What hand can you make a P with? Your left or your right? Your left. Okay. You are going to do the same thing, except we're going to go from left to right. And again, same thing, starting with the first non-zero number, and all numbers after that, until you reach the last number. Okay. So let's look at some examples.
What if
Again.
you have like 10,000?
10,000 and what? 16. Is there a decimal point present?
Yes.
No. So you go from left to right or right to left? Right to left. How many sig figs do I have? 5 sig figs. Okay, let's do this first, okay? Do I have a decimal point present? Left to right or right to left? Very good. Okay. Left to right. Decimal point present. Okay, so how many sig figs do I have here? Do I count the 7? Why? It's not a 0. Very good. So do I count all my other numbers? Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sig figs. What about in .0070? How many do I have there? 2. You only skip the zeros that come before non-zero, but you have to count everything thereafter. Okay. So here it'd be 2 sig figs. Okay. So let's say here, Graham. Let's say we have 0.000500. Okay. Decimal point is present or absent? Left to right or right to left? Left to right. I still write my arrows, and that helps me. Do I count the zeros? No. Where do I start counting? At the number. So does this count? Do my other zeros count?
No. Wait, so what is the 0 after the decimal point?
So how many sig figs do I have?
4.
I have 4 sig figs. Grant, what's your question?
What if the number after the decimal point was like a 1?
That's okay. Then what happens to our number? How many sig figs do I have now? 8 sig figs. You start counting the significant numbers with your first non-zero number. That's not a 0, and you have to count everything thereafter.
If it's a non-zero number, you just count everything from there on.
Correct. Okay. So how many sig figs does 65,000 have? 2. What about 1.0040?
5.
Very good. 5. What about .00005?
1.
What about 0.00341? Very good. Okay. All right. So
How can all of these be like up there or whatever first?
oh, that's much. All right. Practice problems. Listen up because there are special instructions. You might miss them. Practice problems. Listen. You should not be packing stuff away yet. You're only going to finish the first portion. So it's like 6 questions. That's it. Page 5. It's just the small top section. That's it. Just the small top section. In addition to what you did not finish from yesterday. This should take you like 2 minutes.
Make sure you guys do that back.
Can I
Yeah.
change my name to